Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play of Wright Ace Attorney for the Nintendo DS. My first NDS LP. Jeez, couldn't figure out what the hell to say there. Yeah, I did say I was gonna do Wright as an LP as a side thing until I can until like school really isn't like stressful for me, or doesn't give me a lot of work. But the way it looks like, it seems like I'm not going to be free until December. So I'm going to be doing a lot of like side LPs since I can't really get back to the main ones, and well, this is one of them I wanted to do. And yeah, I'm still having a little trouble recording when it comes to this, because I know a lot of people, at least people I know, they don't like doing Nintendo DS emulator. They don't like doing LPs on Nintendo DS just because the emulators aren't really too great. And Wright plays like amazing because, you know, it's just pretty much story and text. But you might see like slow down and lag, and I'm sorry if you see that, but it's the best I can do for right now. I don't know if this is going to be like the whole entire screen. And if it does, I'll try fixing that in later parts, but, you know, you guys have to deal with it for right now. So, and, yeah, you can see my cursor right here. I cannot get rid of it for God knows what reason, unless someone tells me how to, because whatever. But, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and start a new game. You guys are actually going to get to see me act. Well, hear me act a little bit. So, let's go ahead and start a new game. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Oh boy, here we go! What the hell's that? Oh no. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught! Not like this! I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Oh no. Yeah, trust me, not all the cases show the killer. It only happens like in 2 of them, but you know, hey. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. I'm not going to keep reading that, but yeah, there you go. Boy, am I nervous. Right! Oh, hiya, Chief! Phew. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before the case? Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe him my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! Oh, my life, everything, it's all over. Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry! Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me a death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I just can't. Who you took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Newspapers say it was you. My name is Wright. Here's the story. Our first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy that arrested the unlucky sab dating her. The guy that was arrested was well, you guys know what I mean. Larry Butz. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. That's right, Phoenix. Alright, we're finally in the courtroom. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, God. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. That's very easy. Larry Butz. Defendant? Well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's, wait. Uh-oh. Oh, no way, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name! I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button and check it out anytime, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it often for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? Now, before we answer, I want to show you what the court record is. When you click the button, it shows you the evidence, as you can see, and the profiles of all the people associated with the case. You can see that going to the evidence, and we clicking an item, it tells you like what it is. Like this is his attorney's badge, and here's the autopsy report, which gives you data pretty much on the death. She died on July 31st, 4 to 5 p.m. Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. So okay, and then if you look at the profiles, there's I think her name's Mia. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Mia Faye. So she's our boss. There's Larry Butz, he's the defendant. Sydney Stone, and that is the victim. So that's all we need to know. And Winston Payne, a very weird prosecutor that I really can't do his voice. It's like you can kind of hear it when he says objection. He does it like really high pitched, but I don't understand how he could talk like that normally. So whatever. So yeah, so we're gonna have to be looking over his court record from time to time, and as time goes on, more evidence is added, and we have to keep track of all our information. So now that we know that her name is Sydney Stone, so let's go ahead and click it. The victim's name is Sydney Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was, if you saw from the autopsy report, she said she had blunt trauma, which means that she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. And there we go, that's how we get more evidence. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. So yeah, touch the court record, stop breaking the fourth wall. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Well, it's only hope for the best, guys. Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butz, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Okay, we gotta check that out later. Indeed, she appears to have returned a day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can't clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Yeah, let's stop him from answering that one. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating cheat-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Okay then. Let's continue with this trial, shall we? I believe the accused motives cleared everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not so looking... this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth! Yeah, I'm not really sure that's sign language for that, but okay. Yeah, I was there. I went. Oh boy, they're murmuring something. Order! Well, Mr. Butz? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so like, I didn't see her. So you can see the really high pitch in his voice. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making a gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Oh no. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sahaway to the stand. I really hope I keep saying his name right.